One of the things I did want to ask about the footage was Kurt's, you described like the yanking of the neck. Kurt's memory of those matches is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I want to know, because did he watch those matches back with you when you got those tapes to like refresh himself, or was that just all because little things like I think it was the Olympic match. I can't remember what round, but it was where it was against the Russian,
Yeah.
and he describes where the Russian has his hands on his head in like, oh my god, I've just given up this lead to Kurt.
Yeah.
And like, but that memory, I'm just like it's just so pinpoint. And obviously, then you show the footage, and it's exactly as he describes it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was just blown away by his like, it was so vivid.
Yeah, you're only like the, I would say, first or second person to ask me this question. And it's a fantastic question because it's something that the editor and I talk about all the time because our minds were blown by it too. But as we discussed it, we were like, this kind of makes sense. Like, and you'll see it. I think you'll see a correlation with this among a lot of like the super athletes because they're competing at such a level that the adrenaline is so unbelievably high at the time that those memories are stored in such a way that, like, a memory for you and I would be stored if we went through some experience in life that just had so much adrenaline involved with it. If you've ever been through like, a scary situation or anything like that, or a high intensity situation, like a car crash or something, that memory is so stored deeply in my mind. And I feel like these super athletes, the adrenaline is just their hearts are just pounding out of their bodies as they're going through these high intensity matches. And the question that I mean, I love answering this question because the answer is no. Kurt did not watch any of this, and Kurt didn't
Wow.
even the tape didn't even exist for him to watch it because I didn't find a lot of this tape, like his match where he breaks his neck at the U.S. Open. I didn't find a lot of it, outside. I didn't find a lot of it until way after the fact, from his interview. The only tape that like truly exists as like a pop culture thing is his gold medal match. Uh, but even in that, he would say things that you wouldn't find in the NBC coverage and that you would find in like these small, tiny, like foreign country coverages that I would find later on. So I believe that that's where that type of memory comes from. Kurt himself will tell you that, his memory is a lot different for his years that he was abusing pills. The memories don't exist nearly. It's almost like the opposite effect. The
Yeah.
memories almost like don't even store themselves at all in those years. And when he's seeing footage of himself in that state, he is seeing it for the first time.
Yeah.
And that's why that had such a big effect on him. So oddly enough, when he watched the first half of the film, it was like he was expecting every moment. And then oddly enough, when he watches the end parts of the film, that's when stuff starts popping up that he himself wasn't expecting to see as much, because those are the memories he has less stored just because of the way his mind worked in those times.